I actually recorded this before, but I'm re-recording it because I didn't like how it turned out. I have a Virgo rising, and sometimes I just get a little anal about things. They called me anal girl in high school, so I guess I live up to that name. I was tagged by Sajid from Books Are My Social Life. Sajid co-created this tag with Dylan the Reader 5, so go subscribe to both of them. Side note, I'm a little bit under the weather today, so if I sound like Miley Cyrus, that's why. So the first meme is Kim Kardashian crying, and this is Book That Made You Cry. I am like Rihanna in that I don't have many feelings, but one that definitely made me tear up, and I swear to you this will be the only time I mention this book, Born Confused by Tanuja Desai Hittier. When I read this in high school, this was the OTP to end all OTPs, the ship to end all ships. Now that I'm in a long-term relationship right now, rereading this felt like I was watching a movie about my life. It's full circle, bitch. It is a full fucking circle. So that kind of made me tear up a little bit. That's honestly so conceited that the only reason I, felt like crying was because I low-key thought it was about me. But bitch, that's the tea, so I'm trying to keep it honest here. Okay, meme number 2, Salt Bae. So this is just a book that needed a little bit more oomph, more je ne sais quoi, more menage a trois, just something like a little more seasoning. Maybe it was the seasoning was too Caucasian on that ass. Maybe it was a little too mayo when it could have been Miracle Whip, So this is just a book that needed a little more chutzpah. I really just came through with like, how many ways can I say the same thing? For a book that needed a little bit more just to take it over the edge and make it an amazing book, I had to go with Aristotle and Dante, Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alire Sáenz. Dante kept mentioning throughout the book, oh, I don't feel Mexican enough, or I just don't feel like I'm Mexican, blah, blah, blah. And they mentioned it a few times, and I was like, oh my God, they're really gonna get into like Mexican identity and, being gay in a Latino family, like, oh my God, fuck me up, I am ready for the tea, bitch. But they didn't go there. They didn't go there. I could do a full review on Aristotle and Dante, and if you want me to, I shall, because I tell you, I got a little more than 10 minutes worth of commentary on this book. Okay, meme number 3, Thinking Guy. So this is a book that made you think. So this book that made me think is probably my favorite book of all time. God, did I say it? Yes, I did. It is Eat, Pray, Love by Elizabeth Gilbert. Do not unsubscribe. That's your favorite book of all time? Yeah. I'm so sorry. The caucasity is palpable, okay? The movie had already been made at this point, and Julia Roberts had, she did what she had to do on that one. I was raised for 20 years, extremely strict Christian household. Never in those 20 years did I think, do I even believe in this? Reading Eat, Pray, Love gave me a friend to go on my spiritual journey with. I really needed that guidance from someone who told me that spirituality is flexible. Like, who cares? It's not like black and white, right and wrong, hell and heaven, like I had been raised to think. It's fluid, man. It's fluid, man. That's why Eat, Pray, Love is my favorite book. Next, meme number 4, Confused Guy. Book that you don't understand the hype about. I just read Death of a Salesman, the play by Arthur Miller, and that shit was so whack. And then the way that they treated the one woman in the play was just so terrible, and I just hate seeing emotional domestic abuse being seen as normal. Like, I don't care if it is a period piece. Meme number 5, Evil Patrick. Okay. Now that everyone's clicked off of this video, I love tween books. This one I did not read as a tween, and that is Models Don't Eat Chocolate Cookies by Erin Dion. This book is fucking iconic. When everybody say wig, everybody say wig, okay? This book is about a fat 13-year-old girl named Celeste. Her mom signs her up for this husky peach beauty pageant for plus-size girls. This book was freaking hilarious. I literally kept a paper and I wrote down all the fun little tween things that they said. Even my tears are fat. Mood as fuck. I'm not even guilty about this pleasure, girl. Everyone needs to read this book. Number 6, Meryl Streep. Book that you are constantly hyping up. Here it is again. Sorry, guys. The International Student Bible for Catholics. When I tell you that crucifixion scene, not only did it snatch me bald, girl, it plucked every single one of my pussy hairs, bitch. Wig? No. Take it a step of a Brazilian wax. Okay, book number 7, Successful Baby. So this is a book that you feel accomplished, whether you like it or not. You felt accomplished after finishing it. I don't think I've ever felt that with a book, except for this one, which, if I'm being honest, I still haven't finished. But if you can see where my bookmark is, I've just got a few more pages. This is Bombay Blues by Tanuja Desai-Hittier. If you know Tanuja's writing style, she is a human thesaurus, girl. Of course, this takes place in Bombay, aka Mumbai, India, and I really just felt like I have visited there reading this book. She goes ham with the descriptions. Yeah, a lot could be edited out, but this is poetry. So again, I'm not actually done with this book, but I'm just so proud to have gotten this far, you know? Meme number 8, Pennywise. Pennywise and the Great. So this is a book that you had high expectations for until you read it. For this one, I gotta go with Even This Page Is White by Vivek Shraya. This is a book of poetry. The book starts off with the first poem, which is titled Even This Page Is White, so it's like the title poem. I didn't memorize it, but let me give you the gist. My bones are white. The color of my pleasure is white. And yet the color of my skin is brown. The color of my shit is brown. Oh body, how you betray me. I just felt like it was kind of cringy. It wasn't really memorable to me, in my opinion. I just feel like people need to make these things more interesting, because everyone is churning out these poems about race and how, I don't know, like how many Latina poets have I seen, like spoken word poets do I see, like doing like, I am a bronze, whatever. Like, I get it, like it's valid that you're writing it. I totally get it, but it takes a lot for me to be entertained by it. There's just too much of it, you know? BuzzFeed ruins everything, basically. Moral of the story. Meme number 9, Headphone Guy. So this is for an audiobook that you loved. My favorite book of last year was an audiobook, and of course I have to go with that one, and that is Undeniable Evolution and the Science of Creation by Bill Nye, the motherfucking science guy, bitch. Bill Nye is hilarious. He really does make science fun. He talks about literally everything in this book, and he makes every topic just as interesting as the one before. Get this audiobook, girl. I'm telling you, like, it'll change your life. I'm a science major now. No, I'm not. All right, meme number 10, Distracted Guy. So this one is 2 books. A book that you've been wanting to read forever, and the book that's distracting you from reading it. So the book I've been wanting to read forever is the Sex and the City book by Candace Bushnell, girl. Is this not the literature you subscribed for? Because you can leave. I've owned this book for a while now, but I've been wanting to read it even more now that I found out that the woman that plays Miranda is running for New York governor. Like, honestly, that is so Miranda, am I right? Like, she's got my vote. I mean, I live in LA, but she's got my vote. And the book that has been distracting me is The Brief and Wondrous Life by Oscar. Wow. No, it's by Junot Diaz. Wow, I said that so confidently. So this is mostly about Oscar, who is a fat, black, Dominican nerd who is girl obsessed, but he has never had a girlfriend, never had his first kiss, and it's just following his life and the curse that has been put on his family. So while this book is good, I'm pretty much am only really enthralled in the book when we're talking about Oscar, but we also get some chapters from the perspective of his sister Lola or about his mother. So I'm really like pushing through just to get back to Oscar, you know? All right, meme number 11, Cash Me Outside, Girl. And so this is for a book that tried to be something that it wasn't. So for this book, I am choosing Don't Worry, It Gets Worse. 120-something's mostly failed attempts at adulthood by Alida Nugent. What I got from that title was, hey, you know, I had some struggles when I was trying to grow up, so here's some things that I learned so that maybe you won't have to make the same mistakes. You know, that's what I perceived, and maybe that was the problem. There wasn't any lessons. There just like wasn't a point. Yeah, a lot of it was relatable to me being a 20-something, trying to find my footing career-wise, whatever. Sure, a lot of that's relatable, but like, I don't need to read about that shit. I'm living it, okay? Teach me something about it. I don't know. It really just was like exactly what it was, which was a blogger made a book. And it was just a blog post bound together into a book. Well, at least it was relatable. Fuck you. Next meme is the dog on fire. It's fine. So this is how many books you have on your TBR. I'm only doing my physical TBR, which I counted 53 books, which is a smooth 90%, I would say, of my books. So fuck me in the ass. So meme number 13, you can choose your own meme, and I'm gonna do the blinking guy. Shook. So this is for a book that kept you surprised, that kept you on the edge of your seat, and that book is Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. Or is it Gillian Flynn? I don't know with these ethnic names, you know. Any Beckys out there, please comment below and tell me the right pronunciation. Thank you so much. I really don't want to be racially insensitive. Thanks. First of all, let me just say the audiobook is great. I really did not know what the fuck was happening when I was reading this book, girl. I was like, what's the truth? What's the truth, Oprah? It's about a husband and a wife, and they take turns narrating, so you're getting both sides of it, but still, you don't know who's the bad person. Like, you don't know who's guilty. I'm mad that I haven't read a thriller after this because I enjoyed this one so much, and I really didn't think that I would. It was a page turner, girl. Even though I read on audiobook, bitch, I was turning them pages. That's just a good book right there. And that just about wraps up this meme book tag, folks. Thank you again to Books Are My Social Life and Dylan the Reader 5 for creating this tag. Thank you all for watching. I'll see y'all in the next video, whenever that is. I'm not making any promises. Stay subscribed if you give a shit enough. And bye.